Victoria's Premier dinner snapvine there. I'm joined now by reporter Ashlynne McGhee, who's at Fisherman's Bend, Holden's headquarters in Melbourne. Ashlynne McGhee, we know about 1,300 jobs going to be lost in Victoria. Have you managed to speak to any of the workers there today?
Look, the workers, Kim, finished their shift about 4 o'clock this afternoon and came out the back entrance, which is over this way. Now, those workers say that they weren't surprised by the news, but they were devastated. A lot of them spoke of their loyalty to this company, and certainly it was the same when Ford announced that it was leaving. They said that they've worked here for years and they can't imagine working anywhere else, doing anything else, or working for another company. There's also a lot of concern about what types of jobs may be available for them, manufacturing jobs, but also the professional jobs. There are about 650 engineers who work here in this building, and there's not an abundance of engineering jobs out there at the moment, so their union spoke to us earlier about the types of jobs that they may be able to hope for, but it's certainly not looking too great for them. So certainly a difficult night, a difficult time ahead.
It's interesting, that breakdown, because while Holden says it's not going to make engines anymore in Melbourne, it does talk about allowing some sort of design team to stay on. So it is possible that not all of the jobs at Holden will be shed there in Melbourne.
That's correct. Certainly Professional Engineers Australia, so the body that represents engineers, spoke to us out here a short time ago, and they said about 100 engineering jobs, I understand, will stay as part of that design team. I think there's a lot of work to be done and clarification to be done around exactly how many, where they'll be based, whether it's here or in South Australia. But certainly there is some hope that a small number will be able to stay on as part of that.
And earlier this year we had the news, of course, from Ford that it was going to stop making vehicles in Australia by the end of 2016, and that affects a lot of people in Victoria. So there would already be a lot of car workers who've got their eyes on trying to find other professions, and now many more coming from Holden as well.
That's exactly right. Now, the announcement from Ford earlier this year, workers out at Geelong and at Broadmeadows, thousands of workers there by 2016 who are looking for other jobs. Already Geelong, which is, I guess you call it the satellite city, really is looking at ways of diversifying its economy. Certainly there are some government agencies moving out there to look at creating more jobs, and they're looking at having programs in place to reskill these workers, retrain them and move them into other areas, because they're simply, you're right, there simply aren't the manufacturing jobs here in Victoria after the year we've had.
All right, Ashlynne McGhee, thank you very much for joining us live from Melbourne.